Hello again, Guest Head fans. Again, the wires in my door seem to have broken. I've patched them up many times. I'll show you. They're in here, right? I'm just tired of that happening. I'm trying to work out. I know you can buy these on eBay, the plug, but these are hardwired, man. There you go. These things are hardwired under the dash, right, into the wiring harness. So I'm going to pull them out to the inside. For that you have to undo this screw, move this plug out of the way. I don't know why they didn't put another plug here. It would have made so much more sense. But anyway, I've just removed that. Now I'm going to hopefully be able to get all of this through here. Yeah, see? But still, you cannot pull this rubber boot over that plug. Don't particularly want to pull all those pins out. So let me have a look and I'll continue filming to see what I'm going to do next. But yeah, this thing, see this, what is that? Has that been another break up here? No, it wouldn't be break that far up, surely. I didn't repair that up here. That's so far away. Anyway, yeah, it looks like that's a repair, but it doesn't feel like a repair. I guess these wires and the copper inside, because it bends so much, get brittle and they break, right? So, excuse if I'm shaking. I am a shaky man, always have been. And I don't have my stabilizer camera. I'm just using my phone at the moment because I thought I'd show you. Because this is a common problem. I mean, it is a 20-year-old vehicle, plus-year-old vehicle. So, I wonder if there's actually more flexible wires available, but anyway, we'll see what I can do. I was thinking of actually splitting this boot, and then after putting it back in, just putting some cable ties through these grooves to hold it closed. I mean, this is my everyday vehicle. I'm not going to drive this through water or anything like that. But anyway, let me see what I can do, and I'll film the next step for you. So for now, I've pushed that rubber boot high up as possible so I can have as much access as possible. And I'm thinking of like cutting here. Wow, cutting up there. I need to lengthen all of these, I think. Anyway, I'm going to think about it and get back to you. You can see all my previous repairs there. That's repaired, that's repaired, that wasn't repaired. I think the kits online come with this plug. I understand now why, but they're like 70 bucks a set, I think. I'll have to look it up. And how long before they get here? I don't like not having my windows open. Needs to be cut above the old repairs at least, because that's where it bends in the door. When the door closes, it bends and straightens, bends and straightens, bends and straightens. Every time you open and close the door, and after 20 plus years, the copper just goes inside, just goes, okay, I'm brittle now, I've had enough, and they snap inside. So these might all be near this bend. They're probably all nearly broken up. More than likely nearly all broken up. Let's see how I go. I'll go back to you again. I actually have this I think it's a 2002 parts vehicle here, and it's actually a shame because it's a really good body, but it's been great for parts. So what I did is I pulled out the broken bits. Whew. Let's move my box to the side, soldering box. So I've got, just cut it out. This one too, is a factory bit of tape. Yeah, that feels like a factory bit of tape. It's not a job I don't leave my blood on. Yeah. Hang on a tick. I'm right-handed. There we go. Yeah, that was just factory, holding the two together. I presume this was a repair. That is really stiff wire. This is a 2002. And I feel kind of soft compared to this one here. It feels really brittle. But look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely a fault. Huh? So I was thinking of soldering these and replacing it with that. It's long. All the wires are the same. Brown is orange and white. Otherwise they're the same. On the other side, we've got red and white, blue, orange, yellow, brown, yellow, red, yellow, white, and the fat one. Yeah, they're all the same, even though made in different countries. I don't know about this one actually. The red one was in Austria. The red Jeep's from Austria. Actually, I'm not really sure where the black and silver one were made. I'd have to check up. But they are slightly, like the plastic is different colours. But you know. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll start soldering. Tips on this: I'll check the wires, make sure none of them are broken with a meter first, and yeah, see where we go. Let me set things up. Alright, I'm just checking to see continuously, I think it's called. Make sure none of the wires are broken on the inside. Sometimes I wonder how I work with shaky hands like mine. I think I'll change that one to a new cable. I've tested these already. Oh, I hope I was in camera. That's that one. Oh, it's working. Yeah, so these are all good. I haven't got a clue how half this stuff works on that thing, but hey, it tells me the copper's not broken. So yeah, so I've tested them. So now I'm gonna solder up all these tips I'm going to replace this one with, do I have any black or do I have red? Yeah. Doesn't matter, I've only got some red. I'll replace it with red and put some black tape around it. Although, how thick a gauge is the original? It's pretty thick. This isn't that thick. Alright, I'll find some. Know where it is, but this is really stiff. I don't know if I should keep it or not. I don't know why they made it so long. So that was kind of folded up. I don't get it. Anyway, I'll continue, solder these up, and then I will go from there to here, and I'll strip the ends of this and I'll solder these up, and I'll show you what it looks like when that's done. But never forget to put the shrink tape on first. So I've soldered all the tips on this, and I'm going to have to do the same inside the car. I'll show you how that's done, just in case you don't know. Strip the end. I always give them a twist. I don't know if that's correct or not. Right. I hope this hasn't cooled down too much. Oh, it's even heated this. No, it's okay still. Ooh, there's some heat coming out of that, which is good. And then, as you see, it's all ready. So then you do the same with the other one, and then you just touch them together and melt them, and they stick, and that's it. And then you put the shrink tape over it. So now I'm going back to the car and do the same to the vehicle. Okay. Let's turn this off for a tick and go strip the wires in the car. Well, that was funny. Ooh, sweating a bit. It's a warm day here in Australia. That was really funny. I thought I'd stuffed something up completely. But I turned the ignition, everything was dead, battery red voltage. I forgot to put this plug back on. And that caused the whole car to die. So don't forget to put this plug back on if you do it the same way. I didn't know if I should have or not, but I taped up the wires after I soldered them. I'm sorry I didn't show the wires when they were soldered. I forgot to do it. So yeah, they're all soldered up and it's plugged in, and woohoo, working again. Everything's working again. Beautiful. Right. Oops. Do I need that on there though? You'd think if this was in here like this, it'd probably cut through the edge, wouldn't it? See why they break though? Look how much flexing it has to do all the time. Every time you open and close that door, crash, 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 crash. See that? Wow. That's a very sharp bend. So that's why I'll split this. I'll put a cut down here, and you can still use it. I'll open it up, and put it back around. Don't forget to put this back on, guys, before you solder. Yeah, I put a bit of lube in there, hoping that would help this cable slide inside the rubber a little bit. A bit of lithium grease. If I stuff up, I still have more. But if it breaks again, I'll buy one of those kits online, I guess, and do it again. But you know, this is the second time, and the second time was much easier than the first time. 100% easier. But these wires are of a 2002, and they felt a lot softer than these ones here that I cut off. These feel really hard, while those there are not. And the coloration, even the coating is correct on this one, is slightly different. The shades are quite different, so it's a different wire on that one. So anyway, it may last for a long time, it may not. If it doesn't, I'll buy a kit online, or I'll talk to an electrician, auto electrician, and see if there's a different wire we could use, like a more flexible wire. This is just standard electrical wire, but wire's not designed to like be used all the time. I hope you can see me with the light from the shed there, from the outside. Yeah, these wires are not really meant to be flexed all the time. They're designed to be stationary. So I'm kind of wondering if there's actually wire around that is more flexible for that reason. I don't know. It would just make more sense. And honestly, this setup, you know, even a tape, like you know the hard drives in a computer, they've used this like wide flat, that would make more sense. Even that would make more sense than just huddling them up in a bundle and sticking them through. I mean, they lasted 20 years, I guess, you know, can't complain. She's a good old girl. The red one is the oldest one here, and that hasn't had that problem yet. So that was made in Austria. Maybe they use a different wire. Who knows? We don't. I'm not going to pull it apart to find out. So anyway, I hope you have an idea now how to fix yours. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's of use. So take care out there, and I'll see you in the next clip. Anyway, just a little bit. I've cut it. So let's see if this will work. It should do. Alright. Okay. Alright, that needs to go into that, I guess. One-handedly. One hand on the camera. No camera woman today, lady today. Let me put it down for a tick. I'll see if I can. Maybe you can see me or not, I don't know. I hope I can. Yeah. Come on, stay there, boy. I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing. take it off, put it in. It's come out again. I guess this goes on here first. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. I don't think you can see. If you can't, I'm going to delete this section. There's not a shitload of room in here, is there? There really ain't a shitload of room. I forget how this thing goes, you know. They come out again. It came out because I pulled it out, didn't it? Oh boy. This is where we start throwing spanners and shit. Busted knuckles. Come on, get in there, young lady. Yeah. There you go. I don't know how much of that you saw. I'll add it on as a bonus footage. Swept the sweat off my face, out of my eyes, because they're bloody stinging me. There we go. That's a lot of movement, hey. Woohoo! All the way to closed. But that's the way it is. I think some of the Wranglers use the same system, I believe. But it would have made an improvement if they put the plug further towards the back, I think, and brought this forward. I think if they brought this forward more, every little bit helps. And made this a bit shorter back. I think that would have made an improvement. Even better would have been a slip one that slipped in and out as you open and close the door. That would have been the best in my opinion. Like a cable that just, as you closed it, it pushed the cable in, out. That would have been ideal. But that's not the way the world works. So all I got to do now is put this door trim back and I'm done. And again, see you later.